We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. The Nuggets here looking to pick one up here on the road before returning to Denver. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, it's hard not to like what they've been showing us lately. I mean, very solid basketball across the board. You can point to a lot of different areas where this team has been outstanding.
Well, that's why they've been winning so many games. I mean, they're well-rounded, they're efficient, they're getting the job done at both ends of the floor, and they seem to be clicking with one another, playing very well as a unit.
Let's check out Denver's starting lineup, presented by State Farm. Kenneth Faried and JaVale McGee, they're inside. Gallinari is out there with Lawson, and it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, big 3, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, and Tyson Chandler at the 3, 4, and 5. Jason Kidd and J.R. Smith manning the backcourt.
Well, on paper anyway, the Knicks probably have the most intimidating front line in the NBA with Tyson Chandler, Amari Stoudemire, and Carmelo Anthony. A lot of star power there.
That is in there. Lawson with the assist. On defense, Denver. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And they drew so many fouls in that game, guys. That was one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Yeah, guys, to me, that was just a case of lack of discipline on the other side. And, I can't say any more than that on it.
Now, here is Lawson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando. And Steve, that trio you just mentioned, a lot of length, a lot of athleticism, and Clark, a lot of skill.
Yeah, they've got a good complement of players along that front line. I mean, Chandler is a terrific defender and locker room leader, and then Amari and Melo, you've got guys that really can score the ball, and they're free to concentrate on that. So it's a definite dynamic trio. One of the best front courts in the league, I think.
And the Knicks miss again. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That's his first foul. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to Indiana.
Well, they had a difficult night from the field in that game, guys. They just didn't look to be working very hard to get good looks offensively.
Well, you know what, Steve? I'm going to disagree with you. I thought they could have worked a little bit harder offensively, but I think it was more the fact they just had a cold shooting night, and that happens sometimes.
He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Novak's checked in. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Taking a look at Miami. And, of course, the Nuggets. 3.5 games back. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Kidd kicks to Stoudemire to stop the run. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
And no defender was around him to influence that shot. It didn't hurt them there, but, you know, they can't make that mistake twice. Well, you know, by now we're all used to seeing the goggles for Amari Stoudemire. He started wearing them in his 7th season in the league after suffering a detached retina. And that was a big blow for that Suns team. I was the general manager that year, and that basically cost us the playoffs.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike Woodson had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, speaking to him about their game plan, he said it is all about taking care of the ball and not forcing anything. He said the one team that beats us more than any other is ourselves. If we get sloppy on offense, then it'll be a very tough game for us to win. It's something I stressed to them before the game. Let's see if they heard the message, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And getting good shots, guys, creating those quality opportunities is something Coach hopes to see here early on.
You know, Kevin, I think he worries sometimes that his guys play too much individual one-on-one basketball. I think he really wants the focus to be on team execution today.
And that's where it always should be, Kevin. And Steve, hero ball doesn't usually end up allowing you to be successful. So let's see if his message got across.
Going back to the goggles for Stoudemire, he joins a pretty distinguished group of big men and forwards who have downed that highway.
Well, the guy that I think about was my boyhood idol, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He made him fashionable way back when. You know, as a scoring big man, you're going to get banged around a little bit. You're going to get smacked and bumped and hit. At the end of the day, officials can only protect you so much. And if you've had a history with any type of eye injury, it makes sense to put those goggles on.
And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by McGee. And that's 10 points for Iguodala.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
Well, this team in Denver is really built around the haul that they got for Carmelo Anthony in their trade with New York. Good group of players, a lot of young talent. They can build around these guys for a long time.
Here's Iguodala. The Knicks making the shot. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got his 3rd assist on the night. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Knicks trail by 13, and they have to continue to tweak and build after that Carmelo trade, but really they got the building blocks there, Clark, you and Steve have been talking about.
Well, the trade of Carmelo Anthony was a big move, but what often gets overshadowed in that is that leaving Denver allowed Ty Lawson to step up and really blossom into the star that he's becoming, and you add Danilo, Gallinari, and other pieces, and you can see why they've transitioned so well.
Here is Novak, right now averaging 7 points a game. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That's foul number 2 for him. Iguodala outside. Got it off in time. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Nuggets lead by 13. Let's take a quick break now. Welcome back, folks.